Hello and welcome to a new episode of your program Cairo Watch, in which we're always keen to bring you the latest developments that is happening on the national arena and the latest innovations that is happening in each corner of Egypt. Now we're going to have lots of segments during the show, but before we start, I'm so delighted to be accompanied here in the studio by Dr. Ahmed Farrag, the journalist, which is going to accompany me through the episode. Good evening, doctor.
Good evening, ma'am.
We're going to be back and we're going to speak more about the latest developments that is happening here with my dear guest, but after a short break. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi attends State Crisis Response Review at Strategic Command of the headquarters. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, attended on Tuesday a review of state agencies' capabilities to respond to crises and disasters as part of the inauguration events for the Armed Forces Strategic Command headquarters in the new capital. The review showcased the preparedness of various state bodies to coordinate emergency response efforts and manage major crises and disasters. It comes as Egypt formally brings onto operation the Armed Forces Strategic Command headquarters in the new capital, a vast command and control complex that the Sisi inaugurated on Saturday. The headquarters, also known as the Octagon, it is Egypt's largest strategic command facility and forms as a key part of the state's efforts to modernize its military, administrative and crisis management capabilities. And to resume our segment with my dear guest here in the studio, Dr. Ahmed Farrag, the journalist, to shed more light on this topic. Well, Doctor, I'm so delighted to be accompanied by you here in the studio, and it's a great honor.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well, of course, we've been witnessing the inauguration of the Octagon, one of the biggest mega projects, national projects actually, collecting all the armed forces and all the security forces that we have in one place. How do you see the significance of such projects, especially that was inaugurated also in the occasion of the 30th of June revolution?
Well, first of all, I would like to thank the teamwork of Nile TV International for hosting me in this segment. And as we know, we are living in the era of the new republic built by His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, and one of the mega projects launched by His Excellency is the new strategic headquarters in the new capital. And of course, the unified command or the unified leadership of the armed forces in this building is an extension of the state efforts in modernizing the military and the state agencies and to introduce Egypt to the whole world on the basis of science and technology, actually.
Well, the inauguration that we saw, the ceremony actually was very interesting. We saw His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi on the Armed Forces uniform as an honorary for such a project, because that was been tackled since a couple of years now, and finally we did inaugurate it on a very remarkable day actually for all the Egyptians. How significant is that we have the command and the control systems, how this security accelerate emergency response in such a very important era?
Well, as we may follow the inauguration, the new headquarters contains all the security, military agencies and the leadership of the armed forces, in addition to a center for managing the crisis and the disasters. Of course, the state and His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi would like to make sure that Egypt will be able to manage the military and the state agencies under any circumstances, whatever in peace or in war, actually. Also, as we know, we live in the era of AI and information, the advancement in information technology and communication. So such variables are represented in the new headquarters. That's why it represents, for example, a new era in managing the state agencies, either military or civil agencies, actually.
Well, Dr. Ahmed, of course, we are so delighted that we have such presidential activities that is really tackling everything, every sector. We are working on the national and international arenas. We're so honorable that we have such political leadership and also such foreign policy leadership. But speaking about this, how this also can be indulged with the cybersecurity and all of that, since we are tackling that and we're moving on the roadmap when it comes to AI and technology.
Well, as we know, nowadays the philosophy of the new wars have been changed a lot. Nowadays the confrontation is not face to face, but they call them the new generation of wars, depending mainly on advancement in technology and AI. So taking such a move here or such initiative in Egypt would ensure that Egypt complies with the latest developments in the new military ideologies and the new military tactics. So under any circumstances, Egypt will be able to confront, will able to move, will be able to act, inshallah.
Well, since we are mentioning the security, cybersecurity, and managing the crisis and disasters, what about the latest agreement that's been done between Egypt and the European Union when it comes to managing the crisis and agreements?
Well, actually, I think it was 2 months ago, right? Yeah, there was an agreement between the state here and the European Union about collaborating in the field of AI and AI applications and technology to ensure that when we use such technology in the new headquarters, it will comply with the latest advancement and latest developments in this sector, and also to ensure that there would be continuous updating to the technology, equipment, devices, and etc. And as we know, the Egyptian engineers and the Egyptian personnel are very, very highly qualified, and they are able to deal with the latest advancement in technology, especially the military technology, actually.
Well, I think our security is so tamed by our government when it comes to the Ministry of Interior, and when it comes to the armed forces, and of course when it comes to even monitoring what's going on the social media platforms to just prevent what's going on about wrong ideas and wrong news when it comes to Egypt. But also we, parallel with that, we are working on steady steps when it comes to our capacity, when it comes to the electricity, when it comes to the AI and technology that needs a lot of energy. So we're speaking about headquarters, we're speaking about the new octagon, we're speaking about the AI security, cybersecurity, and all of that. So we are flourishing, I guess, and that was another mega project that we are so proud that we have here in Egypt.
Yeah, well, as we know, His Excellency President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, when he took office, he promised us to go forward to change Egypt to be like the advanced countries. And actually we we can see that promise or that dream comes true nowadays by inaugurating lots of mega projects, like the latest of them is the new strategic headquarters in the new capital, and before that the new capital and the new Suez Canal and the agriculture mega projects, etc. All such efforts would change Egypt to a new era, would change the face of Egypt to be like the advanced countries. And also such actions would attract the foreign investors. They would trust investing in Egypt, because Egypt is a secure country and is a stable country, and there is no conflicts. And when there is, for example, a disaster or a crisis, Egypt has its own center to manage such crises or disasters, actually.
Well, we've seen that actually happening when it comes to our foreign policy, the mediation, and all the efforts exerted by His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, by His Excellency Dr. Abdel Al-Ati, moving here and there. And now the whole world are looking really and gazing at Egypt when it comes to this sectors, as you said, investment, security, as His Excellency also President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi is always saying that a stable region, stable economy, and he's always opening more opportunities when it comes to trade, when it comes to investments, and calling for more foreign investments. And actually, the foreign investors are so keen to have part of this investment because we have a secured, stable, actually, environment here.
Yeah, well, as we know, investors, before taking the decision of going to a certain region to invest their money, they would like to make sure that the environment is secure, and the country, for example, is stabilized, and all the needed facilities and technologies are provided by the government or by the state. And I think after inaugurating the new strategic headquarters in the new capital, things will be changed to be better than before, and lots of foreign investments will be attracted, and lots of, for example, tourists will be keen to visit Egypt because they are sure that it's a stable country and it is very, very secure. Even we can go back to the statements of U.S. President Donald Trump when he said that Egypt is more secure than the United States, actually. And this is due to the state efforts in security files and in the military field and so on.
Well, I think this comment was highly taken with pride, actually, for all the Egyptians, because this is the truth. Right now, we are in the mid of a crisis with this pouring more fuel on our region when it comes to the Middle East, when it comes to other countries in the Middle East, actually. But we have our gateway. We have Egypt. We're so proud that we are standing still. We're so proud that we are inaugurating more of our mega projects and local projects, and this is the new facade of Egypt. Well, Dr. Ahmed Farrag, the jurist, I would like to thank you so much for your informative interview. Thank you so much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, a short break and we'll be back. Welcome back.